Hello everyone, my name is Kanishka Fernando and today I'll be discussing the value of play in early childhood education. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather and pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. I extend this respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. Now let's talk about the definition of play. Play is voluntary, enjoyable, and meaningful, and it is the natural way children learn. According to the Early Years Learning Framework, play is a powerful context where children make sense of their world through active engagement with people and ideas. When children build, draw, pretend, they exploring math, language, and social interaction at the same time. Research studies show that play enhances curiosity and long-term motivation. Therefore, play is not a break from learning, it is actual learning. Moving on to the next slide, play-based learning. In play-based learning, children take the lead while educators extend their thinking. Robinson described it as invitation to learn. In the meantime, educators follow children's interest and guide them. For example, if a block tower collapses, an educator might ask, what can be done to make it stronger? This approach introduces scientific concepts to the child. This approach develops creativity, confidence, and problem-solving skills. According to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, play is a basic right for all children. By balancing the freedom with the gentle guidance, educators help turn that play into deep and purposeful learning. Now, let's look at some key theories that explain how play contributes to children's learning and development. Part focused on social stages of play, showing how children move from playing alone to cooperating with others. This helps educators plan experiences that encourage group interaction and social growth. However, her work mainly focused on social interaction and less on cognitive and emotional learning. Moving on to Piaget, who viewed a play as a process of active discovery where children understand by doing. For example, when they build with blocks, they are experimenting and problem solving. Piaget's approach was focuses more on individual learning rather than collaboration. Finally, Vygotsky showed that play promotes learning within the zone of proximal development, where children achieve more with the support than alone. Educators can scaffold learning through shared play and guidance. These theories state that play develops cognitive, social, and emotional domains, which forms the foundation of play-based learning. Moving on to the educational approaches, now we look at thinkers who used play as a practical tool for learning. Froebel saw play as the child's natural way of expressing creativity and understanding. He encouraged creativity through movement, music, and symbolic materials. Montessori believed play should help children build independence and focus through real materials and purposeful activity. Montessori's environments are designed so children can explore freely with clear boundaries. Malaguzzi, the founder of Reggio Emilia approach, believed children communicate through 100 languages, such as drawing, building, talking, movement, and all forms of play. Educators in Reggio settings act as co-learners to extend children's ideas. These approaches show how theory applies in practical settings. In this slide, I will be talking about the types of play. There are many different forms of play, and each one supports children's learning in a unique way. For example, dramatic play. Examples for dramatic play are pretending, to run a restaurant, or to be a nurse. This helps children practice empathy, language, and cooperation. Moving on to another type of play, risky play, such as climbing or balancing, builds confidence and teaches children risk management. Constructive play, like creating art, building towers, develop motor skills and introduces scientific concepts. Loose parts play, using materials like boxes, fabric, or sticks, enhances creativity and problem solving. And finally, rough and tumble play, involving chasing, wrestling, and laughter, supports children in developing self control, cooperation, and social awareness. Now, let's talk about the importance of play. Play is the foundation for every aspect of a child's development. Physically, activities such as climbing, running, and balancing help build coordination, strength, and overall health. Cognitive development is enhanced through activities such as puzzles, role play, and creative games that build problem solving and imaginative thinking. Socially and emotionally, play teaches empathy, cooperation, and resilience. It allows children to build friendships, express themselves, and manage emotions. Language rich play, like storytelling and role play, helps children build their vocabulary and communicate more effectively. And above all, play brings joy. The laughter and the excitement children experience support their mental health and well being. This slide focuses on implementing play in practice. Implementing play means creating spaces where children can explore, experiment, and express themselves. We start the implementation by designing inviting indoor and outdoor areas that spark curiosity. Next, we balance the safety and risk, teaching children to assess and manage challenges, build confidence, providing materials such as boxes, fabric, and natural items encourage creativity and problem solving. We also work closely with families as they are the key partners who extend learning at home. And finally, aligning with the Early Years Learning Framework and National Qualification Framework ensures play supports each child's identity, well-being, and communication. So I'm concluding this presentation saying play is the foundation of learning and development. As educators, our role is to protect time for play and recognize its deep learning value. Thank you for listening.